Hello everyone, welcome to another very quick mummy review on the Sleepyhead Deluxe Pod. Now hopefully this will just be 1 minute, so let's start that clock. Okay, so the Sleepyhead Deluxe Pod retails at £130 and it can go from newborn all the way up to about 8 months old if your baby's not huge like my baby is. And he only lasted about 6 months in it before he was a bit too tight and just wanted some space. Now, we use this particular Sleepyhead for everything. We put him in it everywhere. It's very lightweight and portable, so we would just take it around the house with us, and we didn't have a bassinet, a Moses basket. We just put him in the Sleepyhead to rest in his wakeful time, to play with his toys, and for sleeping. Now, the official line on sleeping your baby in a Sleepyhead is that you should only sleep them in the Sleepyhead when they're under your supervision, that you shouldn't go to sleep while they're sleeping as well in the Sleepyhead. And that's the official line, but as far as I know, I've not found any recorded incidents of anything bad happening, and I know a lot of people decide to go against the advice and they do sleep their babies in the Sleepyhead. We did, because it's very, very good for co-sleeping, and that's what we did quite early on. When co-sleeping, it stops you as the adults from rolling onto the baby, which is your biggest fear. It stops the baby from moving around and maybe getting themselves into trouble by the headboard or going under the covers or getting themselves into a difficult position. And so it keeps the baby in the right place, it keeps mum and dad off the baby, and so it's a perfect co-sleeping aid, and we had no trouble with it whatsoever. So like I said, it is very lightweight and portable, and we used to carry him around. If he was asleep, we'd just lift it up and move it, which was fantastic. It didn't rouse him. You do have to be careful when you're lifting it to lift it completely from underneath and not to grab the buckle at the end, which is what I did once. Luckily, nothing bad happened, but if you grab the buckle, you can accidentally open it. So scoop and lift, transfer and lower is the way to do it. Like I said, it's very comfortable for baby. Jacob loved it. He was quite difficult to get him to settle, so using the Sleepyhead was brilliant for us because he felt safe and secure, and it kept him nice and happy and snug. You can buy additional little accessories for it. You can get a mobile that goes over the top of it so they can play. It's good for tummy time. Some people use it to change their nappies in. I wouldn't change their nappy in it, but you might want to change their clothes in it because it keeps them quite still and still quite snug. The beauty of it is it's breathable, which is great, and washable, which is even better. So you can stick it in the machine, but this does mean that you probably want to get a second cover. So we had two. We had the Bananas for You, which is quite stylish, and the pristine white cover. The problem with white though, it looks beautiful, very stylish, but if you're like me, you can't get stains out, then maybe don't go for white, because then it'll be really obvious that you're not very good at getting stains out of stuff. Okay, so if you loved the Sleepyhead Deluxe, then you might want to move up once your baby gets a bit too big for it to the Sleepyhead Grand. I think it's a little bit more expensive. I believe it retails for over £200. So if you can afford it, then you might want to stick with it. It will take your baby from 8 months all the way up to 36 months, which is fantastic. We did consider doing this. We decided in the end not to, because we actually wanted to go for the Montessori style of floor mattress and wanted to get Jacob into the idea of sleeping in a big open space as soon as possible. So that's how we're working now. Otherwise, if we were traditional kind of crib type parents, then we probably would have gone for the Grand, just to keep him sleeping nice and happy and keeping our sanity. Oh dear, that's more than a minute. Sorry guys. If you are interested in the Sleepyhead, then I'll put a link for it down in the description box. If you have any experience or anything you'd like to say about the Sleepyhead, maybe you have other alternatives to a Sleepyhead, put it all in the comments down below and let's start a conversation. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I'll hopefully see you in another video. Take care.